Let me put you guys up here. Oh, shite. I don't know. Guys, I don't know. All right, let me change the settings. Oh. Participant mode, subscribers, 20 minutes. All right, I think we're good. Can I sit back? Hold on. There, we're comfortable. Now, I don't know what this hair looking like. My new wig is coming in well, I think it's coming in today. So, hello, my darling. How are you? How are you? Let me make sure everything's set up so I gotta call Riley in here. Yeah, I think I'm good. Let me put on some smell goods because I can't do any of my sprays. I'm gonna do my coconut oil. I have like 3 other oils. I just don't know where they are. And I can't do, well, I can do, but I'm not doing sprays. How are you? Where are you? Before I say anything else, where are you? As in location. And if you told me before, blame my head, not my heart. Good morning, my darling. How are you feeling? Hey, Donna. You're in the DMV. Okay. Has it gotten cold up there yet? I feel like I haven't seen anything that indicates that it's cold yet. And we're in October. How are your new shoes, Miss Sheila? How you feeling? How are you feeling? I am 3 weeks past surgery, and I've said this in other lives. I underestimated big time. I underestimated big time what recovery was gonna look like. I don't know what I look like over here. The bed, so the house has kind of turned into a frat house. So today I had to pull rank. I was like, nah, the house can't look like this. I know I can't do anything, but y'all, come on now. So stripped the beds, airing out the mattress. Riley stripped her bed. Like, so it may be a madhouse behind me. Cleaning, laundry, like I have to crack the whip, because if not, these folks will take advantage. It has gotten cold or cooler. Thank you. Hi, Johanna. Hi, Johanna. I am going, hold on guys, let me rest my back. I'm sitting up. Let me see if I can. All right, that feels better. So, Tata update. Here's the Tatas. Have a cute little dress on today that my husband put me in. Took a shower. I can quarter shower myself. I can shower like my front. I can kind of do like, I can't really bend over and like get down to my knees. I can do my arms, but I can't like, this is it. This is all I can do. Like I can do up here. Anyway, he gave me a good rub down and put me in my clothes, because I can't put anything like this on. Like if it has to go over my head, he has to kind of like pull it on me. So this was easy because, you know, it has a lot of stretch, but there's a lot of clothes that I just can't get into. So me and Fashion Nova, if you guys want to donate to the Fashion Nova fund, go to DionneDean.com/gifts. Chili is in the 50s or the 60s. And please like this video. Let me know that you enjoy this live. Yeah, I'm okay. Week 3. This is week 3. I thought that I would be up and at 'em by at the end of week 1. My doctor's like, how about week 6? I'm like, week 6, God dog. And then my other surgeon was like, yeah, it takes about 6 months. I said, 6 months? Y'all try me with that. But at least I can, again, I can like part shower myself. It's a little dry right there. I'm good. He got 2 drains out yesterday and I feel better. Okay. So I didn't get drains. Oh, it's 48 degrees. Oh, that's a good weather. That's boot weather, baby. So you're bringing out the leathers. The leathers and the boots are coming out. I didn't get drains. And so that's one of the issues that I'm having. because that plastic surgeon doesn't do drains, and so I had a buildup over here, and I don't know if you can tell, but this one is smaller than this one. I have some liquid that needs to be pulled on Tuesday. I go back to the doctor on Tuesday. I went to 2 doctors this week, guys. So that's why you didn't hear from me, because I was just tired. I just didn't want to see nobody. I just laid in the bed all week. I saw the cancer surgeon on Monday and the plastic surgeon yesterday. So, whew. All right, so let's get ready. I am going to try and get my husband to take me to Macy's and Bath and Body Works. Now, I don't exactly know how that's going to work, because me standing up for, it's not that I can't stand up for a long time. I just get that it just doesn't feel very comfortable. Yes, babe? Huh? Just checking on me. Little does he know we going out. I'm going to film some content for you as well. I want to do a fashion chat, because a few things have happened. Fashion month, of course. Okay, we had this conversation last time I did a live. I'm pulling the mirror, so excuse the mirror being like right in front of you, but I can't like stretch to the mirror. I want to go over fashion month, and then, yes, Grace Wells Bonner, honey, the new creative director for men's for Hermes, and Hermes is on my list in terms of shows that I really loved. I'm going to film some fashion show reviews. So if you're in the lecture, if you're in the fashion show lecture, which is $4.99 a month, if you're part of that membership, you're going to have, my goal is to give you at least 5 videos today. So go ahead and sign up. If you're not signed up, go ahead and sign up. And it's just going to be like short videos just on my favorites from the brands that I really enjoyed. We're going to talk about Hermes, Balenciaga, Victoria Beckham, Gucci. I'm forgetting one. I don't too much want to talk about Dior. I feel like I like Jonathan Anderson at Loewe, I love J.W. Anderson, but I wasn't like, I don't know. We're going to talk about this too, and maybe we could talk about this now, because I feel like this week that I've been home watching YouTube and watching, you know, New York Fashion Week and London Fashion Week, I just haven't been enthused. Yeah, honey. Yes, it will. Well, you know, they did, for me, they did the, I'm cut from back here, up, well, back here, up here, back up into here. So I'm cut from side, but yeah. Basically, we probably got the same scars, but I know that yours was, you got some new shoes, honey. Everybody's been over here looking at my new shoes. New shoes is what we call our boobies. But I've been, you know, watching all these shows, and I have to be honest with you. I'm not really like hype about anything right now. And I don't know if it's because of what I'm going through, but I was watching people's content, you know, New York Fashion Week content, London Fashion Week. Go ahead and like this video, guys. If you're on your TV, you can still like it. You just press the up tab, and you know how to do. You know how we do. But I was watching people's content, and I was just bored. I'm bored of retail, and that could be because I'm not in the stores. You know, I was in the stores every day. Maybe because I'm not in the stores. It could be because I'm home. It could be because I feel like I'm watching the same content over and over and over again. And so I'm like, is that what people think of my content? Just going to TJ Maxx and Ross and going to all these places. I'm like, I hope people are not bored of me the way I'm bored of these people. And I don't mean bored of them like they're doing anything wrong. I just don't, everything cannot be amazing and fabulous and wonderful, especially when it's at $3,000. And that was the issue that I was having with a lot of like the fashion show reviews. Everybody was acting like it wasn't just a shirt or it wasn't just a skirt. Like the only brand that I really felt crazy about, not crazy, that I was really excited about was, I was like, who's that? The only brands I really felt excited about when I was watching and preparing for the videos I'm about to do for you guys in the lecture was Hermes and Balenciaga. For me to just be like, oh, it was an amazing show, it was a fantastic show, I was just like, what was so amazing and fantastic about it? I'm gonna do a fashion chat. Trust me, we're gonna talk about that. And again, it could just be where I am in my real life, but I just don't see anything amazing and fantastic and amazing and fabulous. And we're doing all these creative directors are switching around, and it just makes me, and it makes me sad for someone who has spent a good portion of their life teaching fashion merchandising. For those of you that don't know, I taught from 2015, I should say good portion, almost a decade in the classroom teaching fashion merchandising, right? And I study fashion hard, right? Because you have to study fashion in order to talk about the business of fashion. You have to study fashion, and so for someone like me to say I'm tired of fashion just really kind of scares me, because I was just so bored. I was just like, what is so amazing about this? It's a skirt. It's a leather skirt. It's a pink skirt. Miu Miu is getting on my nerves. I want to talk about that too. YSL been getting on my nerves. You guys have gone to Saks and Neiman's with me. And just having a basic bag with the emblem on it, that's not fabulous. And I just feel like people are just keep on calling things fabulous that are not fabulous. The only bag that excites me right now is that Balenciaga, oh gosh, what's the name of the bag? The Balenciaga bag that looks like Hermes is his daddy. Yeah, I'm just not impressed at all. I'm not impressed. I couldn't imagine being in the classroom right now, because the only thing that what I would be talking about in the classroom right now is how we're going to bring fashion back. Because if I'm feeling this way, and I'm not even a consumer of, I'm not a consumer of the ready-to-wear. If I'm feeling this way, how are the actual consumers or customers feeling? Like, are they placing orders? I want to say, I was talking to my SA at Gucci, and he was saying the Demna collection that he just showed, that sold out. That sold out. And he said they had some 5-figure pieces in that line. So, you know, but I think like the average ordinary, I don't know, maybe I just need to get out of the house. Maybe I need to go to Miami Design District and just get all fashioned out again, but I just don't feel it. I don't feel it. I'm not enthused. So, not impressed about the fashion. Karen Pritchik, yeah, she is fabulous. She is fabulous. Yeah, it could just be me. I was watching the content, I was watching the shows, and I was like, I just ended up reading my books. I ended up reading my books. I looked at the shows that I wanted to look at, and those are the shows that I'm going to be talking about in the lab. Oh! So, I don't know if you saw my post in the community, but I've started my closet sale. I've started putting up stuff that is just not going to fit. Like, I could try and hold on to it and make it seem like I could just cinch the waist with a belt, but my skin looks really good. And coming from the flares that I was having, but my skin looked like, it's all the water, guys. It's all the water, and I'm drinking a lot of protein shakes. And I think I told you guys I'm down like 15 pounds. I don't know how much of that was the breast, but I was also on a weight loss journey. So, but I started the closet sale. And so if you go to my Poshmark closet, all of my videos have a link to my Poshmark closet. I will put a link here, but I've started out with like my leather tops. I feel like did I do 2 leather dresses? I put up 1 leather dress. I'm probably going to put up another one, but I'm starting to go through and purge my closet, because from trying on clothes, I've gone from a 3X to almost in a 1X in my tops. And so I tried on some tops. I was like, this is ridiculous to try and hold on to it. And I would send it to like a thread up, but why when a lot of you guys are like, give me that. So, yeah, it was a little, not gonna lie to you, it was a little hard. It's still kind of hard to look at myself in the mirror. Riley looks at me a lot. She stares. She's like, wow, mommy, where did they go? Now she's like, what did they do with it, mommy? I'm like, I don't know. I should ask them. Hello, love. I'm wearing caramel, Makeup by Mario caramel on the lips, but it's a little bit too brown for me. So I'm gonna put on my Mauve Wives. This is my favorite Fenty gloss. That's another thing we got to talk about in the fashion chat. And if you've never been a part or watched one of my fashion chats, you're in for a treat. This is where Professor Dean comes to play. I call it fashion chat, but I never taught fashion. I taught fashion retail, so I taught the business of fashion. Yeah, I taught the business of fashion, and so these are just things that are on my brain that I would have taught if I was in the classroom. It's just my place to be smart on the internet. Oh, and that too, guys. In the process of being home has actually been good for the other side of, not the other side of my business, but my business. So you guys know I have a creative agency, Dionne Dean Creative. And make sure I've said hi to everybody. And please like the live. So you guys know I have a creative agency, Dionne Dean Creative. You can go to the website, check it out, dionnedeancreative.com. And just being home and like journaling and letting people know that I'm home and sending out emails to former clients. I've gotten like 3 clients, so that's exciting. For those of you that do not know, when mommy's health was declining, I kind of shut down shop, and there were some other reasons I shut down shop. But that was the like the straw that broke the camel's back. I was like, I can't run an agency and meet with clients and do YouTube and everything else. So I chose YouTube because YouTube was my outlet. It's fun for me. Creating content for YouTube is fun for me. And so I chose that over Dionne Dean Creative. But now that I'm like, I've actually been sat down, as my friends are saying, you've been sat down, God. You've been sat down, Dionne. You're doing too much. Yeah, so I'm excited to get started with some new clients because I can do that from my laptop. So with Dionne Dean Creative, I basically grow brands. The same thing that I was doing for students in the classroom, I do for entrepreneurs. So working on websites, developing social media. So one client has me working on her YouTube channel. She wants to start a YouTube channel for her brand. So I'm helping her with that process and looking at analytics and actually just seeing if YouTube is where she needs to be. You know, you don't have to be on every platform. I have real estate on every platform. So I'm on every platform. I'm on TikTok. I'm on, of course, YouTube. I'm on Instagram. But the ones that I favor, that I really put time into, of course, YouTube #1, Pinterest #2, and I would say Instagram #3. Instagram #3 because Instagram played me. Instagram played a lot of creators over, 2020, 2021. So I'm not giving them too much of my time. Then they had people paying for blue checks. And I was like, I'm not. So, hello. Yes, you did make a blog, my love. Welcome. So yeah, Dionne Dean Creative is thriving. So if there's one thing that has come out of me being home, it's being able to meet with former clients and say, hey, I'm back. Do you need any website help? Any social media help? Let me help you grow your business. You guys know I love playing with my eyelashes, so. But yeah, so that's all the updates. I'm doing okay. I'm about to go film some content. Gonna work on a fashion chat. I'm clearing the closet. Again, clearing the closet like this, yeah. It's so amazing because there were clothes that I really love, like some of my bangers, and I'm like, wow, like I can't wear this anymore. So yeah, Poshmark is still open. So if there's anything on Poshmark that you have seen that you have an interest in, definitely go over there, check it out, make an offer. But yeah, I'm gonna be cleaning out the closets. I've started. It's first come, first serve, guys. So I know some of you try to create bundles, and I do want you to put it this way: if there's something up there and you can bundle it with something, then definitely. But I'm not holding stuff. I'm not whatever's up there is up there. Okay. You're welcome. Well, you're amazing too. You're part of the community. Talking the business of fashion is a bonus. Well, I taught the business of fashion for many years. I've taught at 2 institutions, and I was lead faculty at 1. And so it was my program. I was in charge. I took students to New York twice a year, or not twice a year. I took the seniors to New York. Um, yeah, me in New York with, 20 college seniors. That was me. So that is the essence of who I am. And so that's why I'm so excited about Dionne Dean Creative, because I'm able to put all of that into my agency. So I'm really excited about the clients that I brought on. And so maybe we'll talk about that later, because I have some really interesting clients this go around, and what they want. Because it's really focused on brand building. So yes, thank you. It's the water. It's the water. I'm looking at myself. And I'm like, the skin is skinning. It's the water, because I'm drinking a lot of water so that I keep my system flush. They actually just gave me a new antibiotic because I have a situation going on over here with the drainage, and they don't want it to get infected. So I'm on a new antibiotic. So I'm like, I don't want all this stuff in my system. So let me tell you what I've been doing. A lot of water. I've been drinking oh gosh, don't, oh, I can't tell. I'll take a picture of the brand, but it's like a really good shake. My cousin got it for me when I came out of that first week out of surgery. Like, she got me a case. Oh, Megalife, no, I can't remember. But I'll take a picture. So lots of water. Of course, lots of rest, not necessarily sleeping. I'm not sleeping that great, but I am resting. So I am reading, in my bed, reading books. Grapes, because I want to flush my system. So grapes, apples, any kind of roughage spinach. So I'll have a spinach salad with some like chopped up chicken tenders on it. And I'm continuing to lose weight, because I went to the doctor twice. If you're just showing up, I went to the breast surgeon, the oncology surgeon. Her title is oncology surgeon on Monday, and the breast surgeon on yesterday. And I'm continuing to lose weight. And so part of it is the drainage, but then also part of it is that, I'm keeping with my quote unquote diet, right? My healthy living. So the spinach salads, I was doing that anyway, but what I have upped is my water. I've added grapes. I've always had like an apple a day. And so I think that that's helping with the skin. And then also stress. I was so stressed out before the surgery, right? Education. Oh, you're an educator. Me too, girl. Got a master's in education from Loyola. Hey, Dionne. Hey, namesake. So yeah, so when it comes to my skin, like that's really it. Because even I'm seeing it. I don't think my skin has looked this good in years, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm looking at it too. It just looks smooth. Part of it is, of course, I'm using my boots. So I'm using in every live I show you this, because I'm not really doing a lot of makeup. I just don't have the mind for it. I'm using just my Boots concealer, my number 7 concealer that I got in London, and Hydroluminous moisturizing foundation. So yeah, these are the two that I'm using. I just put, well, if you saw me put on my makeup, I just did a little bit of spotting, and then I put this on, and that's it for the day. Then I have a neutral lip. I am wearing Makeup by Mario Caramel. I put that on all over the lip. Makeup by Mario Caramel. And then I just put on some Fenty gloss. I haven't put on any mascara. I did my eyebrows, but I just have on, no, I have mascara. I didn't put on any eye makeup. I just put on mascara. And yeah, so I'm good to go. So that's the update. So the updates for this live, I'm good. They just need to do a little bit more drainage on the left side. My closet clear out has started. I'm going through and just looking at things that they just don't fit. I could try to make them fit, but they just don't fit. I've gone from a 3X up top to about a 1X, 2X. Some things I feel like I'm an extra large. I was a J/H. I'm now, like, I'm probably at a double D, if not, I think I'm a double D. I was saying I was a D, and personally, like, when I talk to my husband, like, I said this earlier, like, he showers me, bathes me, and I was like, I feel like I'm an A, but I know I'm not an A, right? But going from a JH to this, I feel very flat. And so maybe if you guys want me to do an outfit of the day with this, I would do this. This is actually from Fashion Nova. And so, yes, I will be doing a Fashion Nova haul. For me, they do stuff like this really well. I don't consider Fashion Nova fast fashion. That's me. I feel like their stuff lasts me years. And so, yeah. We have a big change. So because we have a big change, I'm doing a closet clear out. So everything that I'm clearing out is going to be, or is on Poshmark and will be going up on Poshmark. So I don't think there's anything in here in terms of like bags and shoes. Because I feel like I did that before Sicily. I feel like I did when I closed the storage unit. I feel like I cleared out a lot of stuff. Um, yeah, I don't think there's anything in here that'll be going in the sale, but definitely a lot of clothes. I shouldn't say most, but a lot of my clothing. A lot of my clothing is going to be going. So, oh wow, awesome, awesome. I love my educators. Absolutely love my educators. And so yeah, my agency, when I left the classroom right before COVID, I was meeting a lot of entrepreneurs at that time that needed the business side. How can I put it? I think a lot of I think there's a lot of like unknowns when it comes to entrepreneurship, and unless you have somebody kind of guiding the ship, in terms of a business coach or a business mentor, there's a lot of things that we can do wrong as entrepreneurs. So I was meeting a lot of entrepreneurs that were trying to go in a certain direction, and it either was not the direction that they should, like they learned it from somewhere else. So they learned it from a book, or they were watching something on, you know, Instagram University or YouTube University, and it just wasn't working for them. And so, yeah, I just kind of introduced myself and showed them what I could do, and I did it. And I know that sounds pretty vague, but you know, anything from making sure that your website and your social media and who you are in person are in alignment. The worst thing that you can do as a business owner is have this big glossy website and these big glossy headshot photos, and when I meet you in person, it's flat. That's the worst thing you can do, because that makes you a liar. So it's just like, wait, this person is, what? And if you look at all of my websites, go to all of my websites. So go to DionneDean.com, go to DionneDeanCreative.com, and then look at my social media and my LinkedIn, and they all look the same. They all have the same feel. So that's what I do for brands. I make sure that I make sure that everything is in alignment and that it all looks the same, if that makes sense. So absolutely, you should get one. You should get one. We all need a fashion mentor. We all need someone that we look to inspire us to do better. So whether that's in fashion, whether that's in education, because my goal was to be a president. And then later on, I was like, I don't think I want to be president of a university. I'd rather be provost, because I deal with academics and curriculum, right? And so I don't necessarily want to be the face of the university. I want to be the person that's planning the curriculum. So right now, if I was working at a university, I probably would have been cut, because our current administration, they only prefer certain types of curriculum. I shouldn't say I would be cut, but that I would be in a challenging position, right? Because they want to step in and on the toes of all these universities and change the curriculum and this, that, and the other. But I really love curriculum. Where was I going with that? Curriculum, president. So because my goal was to be a president, I looked at a lot of HBCU presidents, because there were a lot of African American females who were at the head of these institutions. So there were a few, like Juliet Malveaux was one, the former president of Harvard, the one that got kicked out. I said kicked out, but if you don't know, check it out. She was a mentor in my head. Actually, First Lady Obama was one of my mentors. She actually started, for those of you who don't know, when I moved to Chicago, I worked for the University of Chicago, and it was a program that actually First Lady Obama created at the University of Chicago. So she was one of my mentors in my head. I met her twice, because my mentor was a good friend with her. And they had come up together in Chicago kind of situation. And so I met her twice through Kim. But just being in Chicago during that time, I was in Chicago from 2005 to 2009, and then 2013 to 2015. But that period in Chicago, anybody from Chicago in here? Anybody that was in Chicago, Grant Park, the election, the everything, 2005 to 2009. So if you, the best years of my life. But First Lady Obama was actually one of my mentors in my head as well. Just watching how she moved and operated, because she was the she was VP of I don't remember. VP of something for the University of Chicago hospitals. So I would see her a lot because as a black woman who was a VP, like yes, First Lady Obama, I get it, but black at that time she was a VP before she was Senator Obama's wife, and then of course First Lady. So anyway, hate to I feel like I'm rambling. And definitely like this video, guys. Yes, yes, yes. So let me see. Let me go up. More alignment in the fashion sense to match the book. Oh wait, did you reach out to me with the Christian fashion designer book? You never set up an appointment, love. Yeah, set up an appointment. You can definitely come on and join the Dionne Dean creative team. We'll get you together. You have to know the business side before you hang your shingle, even if you're on social media. The business side, I'm having some arguments with some folks now about the business side of their business. Business side of their creative business. And it's really, I work with creatives. When I was in Chicago. So since 2005, I've basically been with creatives, right? I worked with an architecture and the arts high school. I was a college and career counselor there, lead college and career counselor there. Then when I came back to Miami, I was with the College of Architecture and the Arts. And the architecture majors, if you know anything about them, they are the divas of STEM, right? Always in their studios. They're about their stuff. They're about their designs and their buildings and their this and other. And then of course working with the fashion students. I've always worked with creatives. The hardest people to work with when it comes to business are creatives because they are sensitive about their shit. And I am too. I'm a creative. I'm right in between, but I'm definitely a creative. And so, when I started Dionne Dean Creatives and I was attracting a lot of creatives and I was trying to help them with the business side. And those of you know my story with Denzel Paris and taking him and getting him onto the Tamron Hall show. So I've been to the Tamron Hall show with him. And then of course myself, I've been on Dr. Oz. I was a beauty and style expert for Good Morning Texas. So I'm definitely a creative in my own right. But teaching business to someone who thinks they got it and they don't need it and everybody's gonna love their stuff is the hardest thing to do. So yes, we do. We need to learn how to get out of our own way, and we need to learn how to invest. That's a big thing too, is investing in ourselves, whether it's time and sweat equity, or it's financially, or perfecting our craft. I don't think people perfect their craft enough. So that's another conversation when I'm talking to people is, what are you doing to make sure that you stay on top of your game? Like for me, doing the fashion chats and I'm not in education anymore. I'm not in the classroom anymore. And earlier in the conversation we talked about me not really feeling fashion anymore, but trust and believe I'm watching the shows, and trust and believe I'm looking at Forbes Money and reading retail chat, so that if I get called on to be on a panel, if I got called on, I have so many friends that are like in education, and I'll get a call once in a while like, hey, we're hiring for, the university's hiring for such and such. I've spoken at numerous universities. And so if somebody calls me to speak, I can't just be like, oh, well, I haven't been teaching for, no. So yes, hate to ramble. I hope I'm not rambling. Thank you guys for listening. I know some of you love when I start to get into my teacher speak and when Professor Dean comes to play, but I know some of you just, ooh, my wig is lifted. Some of you just want me to go to TJ Maxx and shut the hell up, but I get it. But I'm a very smart woman. I'll leave it at that. Sometimes we don't like to say that. If you're smart, say you're smart. If you say you're educated, you're educated. If you say you're bougie and educated, say it. I'm a very smart woman. And so I bring her to the table a lot. So thank you guys for listening. So yeah, definitely reach out. Reach out. I am very cerebral. I'm my father's daughter. my daddy. So yes, definitely reach out. And if you're someone who is in the process of launching or wanting to launch, if you are an entrepreneur, if you want to be an entrepreneur and you're like, I just need a little bit of help, my help is not free. Let me just say that right now, because I know some people just say, hey Dionne, can I pick your brain? Or hey Dionne, can we talk? Yes, we can talk, and I charge for talking because my degrees are not free, and neither is my experience. I got some stripes, okay? I make it look good, but Chicago, listen. I took some hits, and I've taken some hits in the classroom as well. But yeah, we can definitely talk and figure out what you want to do and what your next steps are, and if it's a viable business, and if it's not, how can we make it a viable business? Maybe that's really not your business. Maybe there's something else I see. And because I've worked in academic advising, sometimes I'll say it this way, I was the best person to talk students out of majors. I was the best person. If you were not cut out to be an architect, after a conversation with me, you're going to know that you're not cut out to be an architect, because I don't want you to spend 50 to 100,000 on a degree that you're just not going to use because it's not your grace. You are not an architect, darling. Okay? You may be a civil engineer. You need maybe go into teaching. You might even want to go into medicine, but architecture is not for you. And so a lot of times I have those conversations where, you know what, I know that this is what you think your business is, but you may want to consider going over here. Because I don't tell grown-ups what to do. I say that all the time. I don't tell adults what to do. But I will advise adults based on my experience. So, all right. Hey. Uh-oh, did the live stop? Okay, sorry. All right, I'm sorry. Um, yes, definitely book a session and we will have a conversation. And email me as well, because my appointments were based on me not being home. I'm gonna probably be home for another week. So email me, let me know when you're free, and then maybe I can meet with you sooner than my calendar says. Yeah, email me, because I'm home. So for me to hop on a call or hop on a consultation is nothing right now. It's easier for me to do right now. All right, so definitely you guys who are here, again, go to DionneDeanCreative.com if you want to find out about that side of my life. Hire me for all your business advising needs. Poshmark, go there. I got some fire stuff up. I feel like I put up 5 or 6 items today. I'm gonna continue to go through and try on stuff, and if it doesn't fit, it's not pretty, guys, so it's not on a mannequin. It's literally me in the closet office, and if it doesn't fit, I literally just put it up. So, and I put the measurements up and everything. But yeah, that's it, my loves. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for your love, for your support. I'm gonna be home for another week. So if you want to buy me lunch, breakfast, lunch, a book, a mani-pedi, you can go to DionneDean.com/gifts. I appreciate your gifts. I've been using your gifts. I have not had to cook. I have not had to make any lunch, and so that's thanks to you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate all that you guys do for me. So whether it's, buying me lunch, or praying for me, or DMing me and checking on me, even just being here for this live, joining the memberships as you have, my darling. I appreciate it. Again, I underestimated what my recovery was going to look like. Don't laugh at me. Everybody, all of my friends are like, why would you think that? I was like, I thought after a week I would be good to go. They're like, why would you even think that you literally had like a 4-hour surgery. Why would you think that you'd be up in a week? And I'm like, I'm Jamaican. So let me see. I'm gonna let me see. I don't know what shoes to put on with this. I'm going to put on some shoes because obviously I'm trying to trick my husband into taking me to Macy's. So let me do an outfit of the day for you guys. And I could wear like my chevron Dooney. Would that be too much? Anyway, I will see about doing an outfit of the day with this for you guys. And yeah, I'm gonna go record a fashion chat. So I'm gonna try to have that fashion chat up for you today, so you have something to watch. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. And thank you guys for liking the live. It's not too late. Like the live. Let me know that you enjoy this content, that you enjoy coming on and doing lives. I literally get on and do lives because I know that you guys want to hear from me. And so the only way for me to know that you guys want to hear from me is by liking the videos, by commenting. Like, it lets me know, hey, yeah, I need to get on because my people miss me. And I miss you guys too. And I miss a TJ Maxx. But I don't think I can do a TJ Maxx video. I think the TJ Maxx at Sawgrass is huge, and I don't know if I'm ready to walk that yet. Macy's I can do, so you know what I mean. I'm glad you did too. I'm looking forward to hearing from you and hearing about the book. It looks so interesting. Looks like a really interesting concept. So yeah, I'm interested to learn more about it and what you do. I really am. Okay. All right, well, let me go so I can film this for you and then get started on lecture stuff and yeah, get started on my day and continuing to go through the closet. And so have a great day, my darlings. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'm gonna hop on. You're gonna see my face again this weekend. I just don't know when, but you know, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, love you guys. Mwah. Bye.